Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Einstein once said, "The world as we have created, it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking." Many wise men have been thinking along this line. So, is it our process of thinking that has to be changed? Okay, let me break it down for you. Einstein's words deeply resonate with the concept of in order to change the world, we must first change our perception, belief, and action. Now, if you ask me, we can change the world with the right attitude, belief, and action. Now, you can revolve this concept around practically anything and everything, but let me take you all to the current era, sustainability. Everybody talks about the SDGs and how to lead a sustainable life, but what exactly are we doing about it? Picture this. We are living in the age of concrete jungles, where the closest thing to wildlife is a stray pigeon fighting over a French fry. But hey, who can blame us? We have TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Netflix, Uber Eats, and the list goes on. Who needs birdsong when you have Spotify, right? Take me for that matter. As ironic as it sounds, I, Elvina Edison, just like any other teenager out there, too didn't pay heed to what was going on in the world until last December when I took part in the global climate change competition organized by Burjeel Holdings and the University of Oxford. We were presented with 5 major world issues where we had to pick one, suggest a solution, and combat it. Sounds pretty easy, but these were the issues that already pertain in the world and ones that people really don't pay attention to. Now, one of my team members, Trisha, has a cousin in Delhi where she couldn't even attend school because of air pollution. And so, she had to go through a period of distance learning. Imagine children not being able to attend school merely because of an issue triggered by us human beings. And so, keeping this in mind, it made me realize that unless you go through the consequences, you don't really understand the repercussions of your own faulty way of thinking. Having this as the main reason, we decided to take air pollution as our issue to combat. But what exactly can we do to make the air clean? Now, when you think of air pollutants, the first thing you would probably think about is carbon dioxide. But how are we going to reduce carbon emissions from the air? After hours and days of research, me and my team found out that there's a method called DAC, or the direct air capture method. Keeping this on hold, a few years back in chemistry, we learned that when we combine carbon dioxide and ammonia, we get urea. This equation was our base to success. So hey, to all the kids that hate sitting in that chem class, you never know where a small equation you learned can take you to. Maybe Oxford or Stanford. Now coming back to DAC, what is the direct air capture method? DAC facilities uses large fans to capture air from the surroundings. This air is then passed through specialized filters or sorbents that act like sponges to effectively isolate the CO2 molecules. This carbon dioxide can then be stored underground permanently or can be repurposed to form our biogrow pellets. Now, we've got the carbon dioxide, so what about ammonia? Well, zeolites should do the work. The porous surface of the zeolite structure attracts the neutrally charged ammonia molecules, causing absorption onto its surface. The carbon dioxide and urea react with each other to finally form our product. The urea is then transferred into a cooling chamber where it is cooled down and solidified to form our pellets. Our pellets are then coated with lignin, which is a plant-based polymer, to effectively enhance the fertilizer by the slow-release mechanism, ensuring that only the right amount of urea goes into the soil. Little did we think that our product, which is the outcome of long, persistent brainstorming, that too amidst our senior grade pressures, would soon lead us to the UK, where we would get to study further about climate change in the one and only University of Oxford. In our attempts to save the world from climate change, global warming, extinction of species, deterioration of biodiversity, and all the umpteen related issues, the Panacea is going carbon neutral. And in order to imply this, we must first change the process of our thinking, exactly like how I stated in the beginning from the quote. Looking back at the climate change competition, I realized gratefully how much it changed my process of thinking. Now, if a team of 16-year-old girls can create such practical ideas, so many more are possible from the men multitudinous out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a leave with a reminder. We are not mere actors helplessly trapped in a Hollywood studio and made to dance along the tune of screenwriters. Rather, you are individuals with your own identity who can screen your own life. See, I'm not Maverick with superpowers to change my destiny. Instead, I'll go by Shakespeare and say that character is destiny. So, with the changed thinking process, I will shape my character to reimagine my destiny. Thank you.